Greetings, people of the internet. Lachlan here, back with another video. South Africa is among one of the most dangerous countries to live in the world. Our rates of robbery, rape, murder, and hijacking are among the highest in the world. And yet, if an ordinary South African were to take action to defend themselves against criminal activity, there's a very high likelihood that in doing so, they themselves could end up in prison. According to South African law, one is only permitted to defend oneself with the use of force if they are under direct and imminent threat of physical harm, or someone close to them or another innocent party is under the same threat. From the outside, this appears reasonable, because one should only have to use force in a situation where one is in imminent danger. However, the problem is that the law upon which this principle is based comes from Western culture and does not take into account the excessively violent nature of South African criminals. One of the greatest difficulties is to know how much danger you are in when you are under attack. It is possible that a criminal who confronts you may only want what you have in terms of your physical property. However, our criminals kill as a matter of expediency. So, to take that risk, to decide not to act with lethal force, could mean gambling your own life. And my question is, how fair is that to expect anyone to do? Now, if you're in a situation where you are confronted by a violent criminal and you kill them, you will very likely be charged with murder yourself. In such a case, your only recourse is to raise a defense of putative self-defense. In an article published by academic research organization LitNet entitled Putative Self-Defense as a Defense in South African Criminal Law, a critical overview of the uncertain path to Pistorius and beyond, author Rena Buerta states, "In crime-ridden societies such as South Africa, it often happens that people genuinely, though mistakenly, believe that their lives are in danger, and that, should they act, they would be acting in self-defense. When these people are then criminally prosecuted and suddenly find themselves in the dock, the only defense available to them is putative self-defense. Unlike regular self-defense, putative self-defense relates to the state of mind of the accused at the time of the crime, and therefore whether the person was conscious of the wrongfulness of his or her actions, or was acting based on an honestly held, albeit erroneous, belief." For those interested, I will leave the link to the full article in the description of this video. One of my issues with the principle of putative self-defense and the idea of judging someone's state of mind when in a dangerous situation is this. When such judgment takes place, it is done by the courts, usually months or years later even. I cannot reasonably understand how a judge or even a panel of judges who weren't there and did not see the situation unfold can even be expected to do so. I believe that in a life and death situation, judging it a long time after the fact is completely unfair. Added to this, our courts and judges are well known to be swayed by the interference of the media, particularly in cases where race is seen as a deciding factor in a crime, and our political leaders are not above interfering in judicial matters for their own political gain. So basically, it seems to me that average South Africans stand very little chance of rightfully defending themselves, even if they were attacked without provocation or cause. Please share this video if you found it helpful, and help me to raise awareness about what really goes on in terms of self-defense in South Africa. Have a great day.